Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday's Thought for the Day. This will be the last one before Christmas Day, but hopefully I'll speak with you next week. I was listening to the radio this morning, and there was a song came on. It's a Burt Bacharach and Hal David song. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. And I was thinking, my goodness, it certainly does. Except I sort of had some discomfort, I suppose, with the word sweet in that. Because that sort of sentimentalizes the love we need, I think. You know that love should be a central characteristic of those among us who profess to be Christians. The scriptures are full, aren't they, of that emphasis on love in the life of each one of us. And it's really, looking at the news and reading social media and so on, you realise how all the difficulties and in the world, and how there's a lot of hateful stuff going around, destructive stuff. But we need to answer that call of love. Jesus answered the Pharisees that love for God and others were the greatest commandments. He said, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the great and the first commandment, and the second is like this: you shall love your neighbour as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets." See, love is at the centre of Christianity, and God's merciful and graceful love for us is at the heart of the gospel. In John it says, we love because he first loved us. If anyone says, I love God, but hates his brother, he is a liar. For he who does not love his brother whom he has seen can't love God whom he has not seen. And this commandment we have from him: whoever loves God must also love his brother. So if we profess to follow Christ, we must be a people of love. God calls us to love others. And that's a real challenge, because being a Christian doesn't free us from the hurts and the misunderstandings of relationships. It doesn't keep us from those things. But it does give us a different perspective. It provides us with hope beyond the hurts. It teaches us the power of forgiveness, just as we are saved by God's amazing grace. And it's different from the world's love, because we're called even to love our enemies, which in the eyes of the world is a pretty stupid thing. It's countercultural, isn't it? And it's a love that has to be more than words. It must be a love that moves our actions and forms our words in all our relationships. And in the example of Jesus, we see that we must be the ones to initiate love. We shouldn't wait for others to act. True love compels us to love those around us. And at this time of year, when we celebrate the Incarnation, we're reminded that we didn't go to God. He came to us. He came to suffer and to die for us. He came to defeat sin and death, that we might be redeemed now and forever. And love should help us work through broken relationships, and how many families have broken and strained relationships. Are there unspoken issues and unresolved conflicts in our lives? How do we need to go and to love these people that we're in conflict with? We must keep loving and working through these things. If we lose our love for each other, we start to mirror the world. Even in conflict and division, we are to love each other. We must fight the urge to pick up the weapons, to hurt, to use the methods of the world. What a witness it is when we love in those difficult times. We're called to love in difficult times. And all of us need to consider the Word of God, don't we? That command to love. And may this love be a mark of who we are in these difficult days. May the world see our love for God and all of his people in all that we say and do. And I wish you love and a happy Christmas, and I hope that you have some peace and joy over the next few days. Take care, God bless you, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye-bye.